Just coming up to a jump. She planted and I
She
flew off.
planted. You come off.
She doesn't like width.
Would this carry on for hours now? How did she come out of the
Like
trailer?
a bloody cruise missile.
So the last hospital. Forward, not through me. You see how I'm blocking me?
Well, I fainted after a while once I realised
thought
what
you
had
would have
happened to
done,
my
yeah.
arm.
So here we are, and fortunately, it's quite local. How long did that take us? It's only
31 minutes.
31 minutes. Oh, okay, here is Sarah.
Yep.
Sarah and her friend Angie there, who's here giving us support, keeps the horse here.
And the horse is?
So this is Sunak.
Sanak. No, it's not Sunak. It's
Sanak.
Yeah.
Sanak.
Tanya,
Sanak.
look at her bum.
Yeah, because she's turned up.
Look at her bum. She knows something's going on. So, Sanak, I think that's what breed. What breed
She's Oldenburg Cross Irish Sport Horse.
Okay, and just correct me if I get anything wrong. You've had her for 2.5 years ish. She's not a young horse. She's 12 or 14.
She's 14 now.
14 years old. And you really enjoyed her. You were getting a lot of juice for the squeeze at the beginning. You were even taking her out in your 510 Tan.
Yep.
In the 510, which is quite a big trailer. That 510, I think 17.2. They got
17.2, yeah. 2.17.2
And
you should be able to put.
Sanak is 16.3, so the big horse. And I would say 700 kilos ish. So that's not much of a ton. Now, things were going really, really well. Okay, you were enjoying her. And you took her to a show the one day. And this is how long ago?
A year and a half. No.
A year and a
March
half?
last year.
Okay, so that's quite a while. So you probably had her and enjoyed her for a year. And taken her out, no problem taking her out.
Oh, she's coming to say hello now.
Oh, there you go, mate. I haven't seen you yet. You're front. You enjoyed riding her for a year, but I was talking to your husband here, and he said she's never really. Although you went out with her, she was never completely comfortable, and she would come off a bit quick.
Yes.
So you know, she wasn't a full piece.
No.
And she would kick all a bit, and you would let her out because she was getting.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's the situation, and then about a year and a half ago, you had a bad fall at a show. Was it over a jump or not?
Well, just coming up to a jump. She planted and I
She
flew off.
planted. You come up. Unfortunately, you didn't get up and everything was fine and dust yourself off. You snapped your arm.
Yeah.
Snapped your arm bad. Was you fully conscious?
Yeah. Well, I fainted after a while once I realised what had happened to my
yeah.
arm.
So you snapped your arm bad. You were rushed to hospital, which left Sanak there to be brought home by, can we say, not really, not completely non-horsey, but
well,
non-horsey,
non-sympathetic.
So
she was taken in a car, a private car, to the hospital.
Right.
I had no idea what state she was in.
No.
Right.
Okay.
And I was left to deal with.
you had to deal with the
I
horse.
boxed her up and brought her back.
Yeah.
I've got to say the journey back was a little bit rapid.
Yeah.
Right, guys, I don't know if you just heard that. It was a ragged ride back. That's from when the accident happened. Now, Sarah's husband here, he's non-horsey, okay? Real interesting chap to talk to. He was great. But he's non-horsey and he worries about Sarah all the time. And he knows how difficult her horse has been. Now, when the accident happened, he didn't know what was going on. He knew she was injured. He knew she was in hospital with a snapped arm, and he just rushed. He didn't realise he rushed. It was an incredibly fast ride back. Got back, and obviously everything's a mess. And Sanak came out of the trailer like a mess, guys. Like panicked out of there, ran off. You can imagine this fella, can't you? How beside himself he was. And he got away, got through the gates, went on the road. It was all a nightmare. And somehow, the horse gets back. And that's it. That was the last time Sanak really went in the trailer nicely, willingly, and panics out. At the times that Sarah's managed to get her in, it's kind of panicking out. And so things are not great. And like I say, this fella, he worries about Sarah and told me, he'd rather Sanak go, really. So, you know, and I do understand. We go a lot of places where the partners, a lot of them are non-horsey, and I do worry about things. So, yeah, his feelings about Sanak are not the same as Sarah's, understandably, in some ways. So well, this is him anyway, nice guy.
Well, I can understand because you were flustered. So I do understand. You can
And we had a
kind of let him off a bit, can we?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
you can.
So you got her back. You brought her in.
Explain this.
There was
gates.
a problem here.
Yeah.
I forgot to shut the gate after me once I got her in.
Right.
Once I then dropped the back off.
How did she come out of the
Like
trailer?
a bloody cruise missile.
So the last time she was in, she flew out.
and she charged out there. And
On the
stood
road?
Yeah, and stood in the middle of the road.
Right.
Right. And so
Angie.
I thought, okay. Angie went and got...
Save the day.
I got Bertie
And you got
You
Bertie.
wanted to go and help.
to go out and
That's
yeah,
all
brought them both back in.
That's all
Her
savvy.
bit was broke, her bridle was broke.
Yeah, she...
Okay. So basically, it was quite a traumatic
Yeah,
day
yeah.
for all of you,
Yeah,
really.
it
Yeah.
was. Yeah.
So you then went through a period of getting better.
Recovery.
Took a long time,
yeah.
and you re-rode after I don't know.
It was about 4.5 months I got
right.
back on.
So you
Very gently.
you were quite nervous about getting on, which I understand
yeah, I
that.
was, yeah.
You know, and then you started riding again.
Yeah.
Enjoying your riding,
Yeah.
and what a great thing to have gone full spiral and you're out riding, everything's good, and she's standing still for you to get on,
She's
and
great, yeah.
brilliant.
Yeah.
So all's good, and then you decided right then you want to start going out again, and we get more juice for the squeeze with the horses. I think we go to the beaches,
Yeah,
we
well, that's what I
go
want
to
to
the
do. Comet
mountains.
Sands is literally 20 minutes up
Yeah.
the road,
Yeah,
you know.
totally with you on it.
Rosebush, another 20 minutes up the road.
Things have not gone very
It's a
well.
plan.
It's become it is impossible to get her on. She's pulling back. You've tried different methods. You've tried food and everything, and halters that pressurise. Now it's not happening, and you're more worried about the fact that she rushes out whenever you can get her in, which I can understand. And I've just sat down and explained to you all about the dangers as I see it. It's not easy.
Horses are born claustrophobics, guys. Unbelievable the panic that can set in for a horse to be able to get out of something that it feels trapped into. And so you're dealing with something that can be very, very dangerous here. So here's a little tiny clip of it. I'll just look for 2 seconds of some of the videos I've done.
Get this done safely for both the horse, us, and the trailer, and your husband, and everyone. So, with no further ado,
Yeah.
would you just show us, catch her, take her up, and show me what you've got?
Yeah.
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 You need to go get your horse. We've come up here. This is dangerous shit.
Yeah,
I think you understand this.
I'm objective here. You know, I'm not
Yeah.
invested.
Yeah. And I think you're the level playing field here, because they get so emotionally. So we're waiting for Sarah now to bring the horse up. Just had a look at the trailer. I'm going to ask. We're going to see how things pan out now and what we've got. I'm going to ask for a bit of straw on this because I want things changed slightly. And the other thing I'm going to ask for
It's fairly big in there.
is they're 17.2s they carry. As always happened with all the attempts, is bring Sanak in here, turn around so she's ready to go out, and it's all been here. So you've got to remember there's a view with the horse. There's a view behind them and around. So I'm going to change it after we see how bad the situation is to facing the other way. So it'll be a different thought pattern, a different scenario, and a different view. So let's see then.
That one. Look.
Okay.
Okay.
No talking. We'll talk about that after again. So, okay.
But no.
So then what do you do? If we watch what your process is. So, just as you explained, she stopped at the bottom.
I'll back her up.
Yeah.
I don't like to stand her there. So I don't like her just to stand there.
No, because then you've trained her to.
So I back her up.
Yeah, lovely.
Back up.
Yeah.
I try to make sure that her head is looking in the
Yeah,
camera.
you're making all the right noises.
That's a trick. Well, it's not.
So
a
she
trick,
does tap
but she kicks-
deliberately.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. Love it.
Give her
Doing
a
all the
little
right
scratch.
things. And you haven't patted her too hard, which I
No,
like.
just give her a little scratch.
Yeah,
Ready?
scratch or a rub.
It's a with a scratch
Yeah,
generally.
okay. Now the pressure halter that you used, did that help at all?
Yeah, she decided that's it. I was so tentative with it.
Okay.
No.
So is this what she does next? Starts to say, well, you're persistent, so I'm going to go to the side.
Yeah. We get
Okay.
a little bit of. I don't
Tail's
really-
going a little bit
I
now.
don't really want to do this.
Okay, noticing the tail's going, so now she's getting annoyed. I'm reading her now. At first it was a quiet tail.
So we got onto the ram.
You got 2 feet on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that Angie, is that about,
Angie?
sorry,
Whoa.
yeah, Angie.
Oh, sorry, Angie, sorry.
Is this about normal?
Yes, this is normal.
So,
Yeah.
so you're not really escalating things, so you're not doing anything that, no, would this carry on for hours now? The thing is, did you check, I did check, but you need to always check that if you panicked, you can get out.
Oh yeah, through
Alright?
the door that
So
you opened.
always
yeah.
make sure that is
Yeah.
ajar.
Yeah.
And I've had to use an escape hatch very often over the years, alright?
Now, it's really important to hear what I just said about having a way out. Claustrophobic big horse panicking can actually completely obliterate a trailer and kill a person, and the horse wouldn't have even known it had done it. I've been in some very dangerous situations over the years, and I'm not severely injured now and still walking. I have no idea, but you learn by experience, and I'm very safety conscious now. And it's never completely safe for me or an owner with a horse that potentially can panic out of a trailer. Now, this little clip here, some years ago, I got myself into a bad situation, and it happens, and I'm not proud of it, but I'll play it very quickly, and it will show you the gravity of a situation that can occur. It's quite horrifying in some ways. I've just looked at this now, so I'll play it. There was no escape hatch, guys. There was no front jockey door, and it shows you the importance of working out a plan of how to get out and not in a panic. Fortunately, everything turned out all right, but yeah, have a look at this. I'm just going to chill out now.
Yeah.
Easy.
Alright, don't no one look at her. Don't no one look at her. Don't no one, go over there a bit, sharp.
You're talking about the jockey door to be opened slightly, yeah?
So, this is a really good display of. See, I'm trying to find things to think, they're doing this wrong, and I actually can't see much what you girls have done that majority of people.
That's why.
Love
That's
horses.
why I'm so convinced that she's such a lovely horse.
Yeah.
You know, but there's something that is just blocking her coming in.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
so frustrating, isn't it?
Yeah. And if you
And I don't
put
want to keep pulling.
if you put pressure behind, what happens then? Does she go to the
Well,
side?
I've
Yeah.
not tried it, I don't think.
She didn't
What
like
happens?
that, did she?
No,
She doesn't like whips much.
So, well, you don't know her history, do
I
you?
don't know if she's been whipped, do we? But
No, we don't.
my God,
No.
you know, you ride her with a whip sometimes.
in the school.
Oh, she doesn't like a whip. Oh, okay.
In school.
In all fairness, right, I think from the trauma, I think what you've actually unwittingly done, which is kind of an advantage in a way, she has been here quite a bit without going in. So she has become quite chilled
Yes.
about looking into the trailer and being, trailer loading is just straightness and feet forward. Agreed?
Yeah.
Straightness,
Yeah.
feet forward. So I think you've got her to a stage where, at the point of going in, she's kind of chilled.
She is, yeah.
So that's a positive. Well done. Right? So that's something
Spend quite a
good.
bit of time grooming and stroking at that point.
Yeah.
So it's a lovely place to be, isn't it, for her?
But that's
Okay.
She likes
So
it.
I think now we know pretty much what's going on. And if you escalate it and try and force her, then she gets really uppity.
Because I don't do uppity, I get scared of uppity.
Yeah.
So,
No, I don't blame you.
so if she starts to get uppity, I find a moment where I think, right, I'm in control now and I back
Yeah.
off,
Okay.
if I can.
I need to just mention you. I noticed you haven't put the pressure halter on.
No, I haven't.
Look, pressure halters, a lot of people do well with them. A lot of people don't. Now, if a horse doesn't want to go forward and it ever realises that that's just a bit of pressure, they tend to go up
Yeah.
more.
So, well, I tried to load her with the
With the pressure
one.
halter, yeah.
I've done some groundwork, quite a bit, well, some groundwork, not
Yeah,
quite a bit,
yeah.
some. Let's take you off because I don't like you to sit on them. And all she did was lean back on it.
Yeah, but she didn't hop up.
She didn't hop up, no, but I was pulling, good girl.
What happens is with those, a lot of people put too much pressure, then when a horse realises it goes up and the people get frightened and put slack in there, then you're training the horse to, and you can have cedar reelers from the pressure halters.
Yeah.
Be very careful, they're for experienced people, trainers really, who have got the timing of gods. That's what I say with those. Okay, so I'm really pleased with what you showed me. If you pop her back then,
Yep.
and then we'll get everything sorted here. Is that okay?
Back up, yep.
Okay. So here we are, we've turned the trail around, so it's a different outlook now from what she sees, her views, and we've put some straw in. Just, you know, this, I'm not saying this is going to magically cure it, but it helps some horses because it's not a black hole.
Yeah.
We've got this bar, which, because she rushes out, it would be handy to have that on, but to start with, rather than her be convinced she's coming out and hit that, maybe we can consider putting some little bit of rope with a bit of release, something to release, not to start with. Once we get to a stage, it's all advance and retreat. Hopefully if we can get going in and coming out, we have to let her just think about it. It has to be, they have to regulate themselves, and I used to make the mistake, and so do a lot of people, keep going. She realised she saved the day and she went in and she then put away. But can you understand what I'm saying? You put something there that it's a barrier and she feels it, but if she got really upset, rather than push against it and go up and try and get out, it would release. Okay. That makes any sense. Right, okay. So we'll go now and
I'll just chuck that
I'll
down.
put my halter on. I'm using one of these halters. You've got these kind of halters, have you?
No, I haven't
Okay.
actually.
Let's just see. So I'm going to meet her for the first time. Kidda. And she's thinking, something's different. Everyone's quiet. Everyone's staring. What's happening here? What's happening? You've got a big head, but my halter will just about fit. Okie doke. And you're so quiet. Now, I asked you earlier, didn't actually get to where you answered. Tell me what's good about her.
She's quiet. She's
Yeah,
obedient.
quiet.
Do you want the poo up?
Yeah, she's
Oh yes.
Yes, yeah.
She's a great hack out in open spaces.
Good with cars.
Good with cars.
And so she's good with trucks and she hacks out. Does she go out on her own?
She does. For a while, but she does go out on her own.
But when she'll hack out alone.
Yeah.
That's a massive
Yeah,
plus.
she
The
will,
amount
yeah.
of calls we have about problems with that.
Yeah, no, she will.
Is she as anxious as the Arab next door?
No. Thankfully,
So that's
she's
a massive good point.
yeah, she's the steadying one for him, actually.
She's an oddly confident horse in some respects.
Hey, look.
You know,
She's very good.
I always try to pick up on all I have when I go to visits. It's all the bad stuff, and then the husbands are saying, "Oh, we're fed up with it," and I understand. Yeah, no, and all my finances are gone. And what she cares about my life's sort of ruined. And I try and say, well, tell me some good things. And I'm finding loads
She's
of good.
amazing stable manners.
Hey, look,
You
I'm
know,
noticing straight
She
away.
won't walk out unless you ask her to.
Gosh.
But
Right.
she won't go on a trail.
So I'll just see if I can move a hind end around in here. I don't know if you've done much in a stable.
No, I
ground,
don't
right?
do much at all
Okay.
in the stable actually.
Right. Did I tap
Did
the
I
horse
pick-
then? Right, so there's a hind end. Stop. And I'll be quite matter of fact about things. I'll be very much leadership based. No, come on. I'm asking you to do this. So this way I'm going to lift my hand, pluck, and see if she'll disengage, which she did. Stop. Can you back up a little bit? Yes, she can. How about that? How about that? Aren't you good? See if she'll lower her head. Have you done much lowering of the head?
No.
No. It's
does look-
something I, do a lot because a lot of nervous horses I go to. She's not. Doesn't seem
No,
that nervous.
she's
Be
not.
different when she's probably in the trailer.
Yeah.
And I bet you saw a different horse on that day you brought her back. But, yeah. So basically, I'll see whether I can. I'm going to put a bit of pressure here and a little bit of a squeeze here.
Yeah.
The important thing is, as this, it doesn't matter about vertical flexion. I'm not thinking about that. I'm thinking about this dropping. So as soon as that drops at all, I'll release. And I'd like to think you could get to the stage where you could just sort of think it and she'll come in and leave with you.
Yeah.
It shows leadership that you can relax them. You very rarely see a horse nervous with the heads down. Reward the slightest try.
Yeah.
So she just loosed the mouth off. So she probably, squeeze here. I'm gonna put a bit of pressure and just go side to side. And when I can get this neck here to just think about drop. Right, she only went, you might have missed it. She went
a tiny dip.
a tiny bit. So you reward the slightest try. So again here, she went down a little bit. Tell her how good she is. I don't slap on horses. She's very
No.
thin-skinned actually.
Yeah, she is.
I've found over the years, when I first got into this kind of horsemanship 30 years ago, I thought that I knew everything there was to know about it. And the first real horsemanship clinic I went to with someone very, very, very good, I realised I didn't know how to pet one right. And this slapping thing, it just they don't like it. So a little bit of pressure down, and then I want a bit more of a try from her now. So she went 2 inches there.
Yeah.
Did you see when I released everything? Tell her that's rewarding the slightest try. And then again, she went an inch, and she went an inch again. Then I'm going to say, well, that was 3 inches, so we're going to tell you how good you are. All right? So we'll go again, and this is, quickly this is coming, rewarding the slightest try. And I do this with the reins. Remember, riding is only leading them from the ground. We're leading them at a different elevation, that's what riding is. And I see this as a rein. A little bit down. And now if she says no and goes up, that's in our favour, because then if we don't release, it'll mean more. If she put her head up for a while, it's a bit uncomfortable when she does drop. Yeah. So you could get this so good that you could come in here and just put a little bit of pressure down, a little squeeze, release immediately. She tries there, and then I might come down here and just a little bit of pressure. Tell her how good she is, and you might see her eyes change a bit here. Mate, and if you were the sort to rush out that door, I wouldn't be here, would I? I wouldn't see her eyes. That's what I was waiting for. So you can get this where you can put her head on here at the ask, and that's leadership to allow her to relax. He
Needs it.
I'd be concentrating on that one.
Yeah.
He definitely needs
That's
it.
another visit, I think.
It might be.
Right, so again, now I've been really soft and gentle, but I want to get her responsive a little bit to me. Stop, back up. I'm going to bump her here a little bit. Bump her till she backs off and say thank you. Eventually, she won't want the bump. She won't want the bump, so she'll say, oh, you're asking me to back up, I get it. Little wiggle, oh yes, don't bump me. So eventually, she just got to yield straight away. A lot of that is the constant hand feeding. Because when we hand feed, they put their weight on the front and actually bearing down on us. You know, things like clicker training. Some people do well with it. You've got to have a certain horse, and you've really got to know your timing and when to give them the treat. A lot of people reward them for the wrong thing. We're kept in jobs because of that kind of thing, right? Now it's different if you're a performer. You've got the Ben Atkinsons, incredible horse person. But the problem is he can get away with it because he's got his two whips and he's a master horseman. Performers in big tops, they use a lot of feed. They're amazing horse people. It's when people go to that sort of thing, the click and the treating, and they're not amazing horse people. The horses, they just grumble, they just can't. So, look, I'm really impressed with her. But you know she's going to get a bit more lively in a little while.
Yeah.
So what I would suggest to you, if this all goes to plan, you start off, lower her head in here, and just move it. I'm not asking you to do too much. Just lower her head.
Move her about.
Take her hind end around. You may have to just tap her with the flag or a stick a little bit, because I've got an energy that I put in there to make that happen quickly. What was that?
She won't tackle with anything.
Well, I might have to.
Well, let's get this clear. I might have to in a minute.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. No, that's fine.
Right. Oh, yeah, you can. Things are different this morning.
Exactly. Yeah, very
Now,
different.
I want a little bit of more responsiveness, so I'm going to pick things up until the feet go a little bit. So I want these feet to go. So I need a little bit more, because you're having to push her back.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have to beg her.
Okay.
So I might firm up a little bit. You see, that was nothing. That was nothing. So that's pretty good. Tell her how good she is. But very important that I keep telling her that I'm all right, really. You know, because at the moment she doesn't know whether she's going to survive me. Do you know what I mean? But look, see what I did there? That work. Tell her how good she is.
Yeah.
Okay. So take her round. That's nice. Stop. Back up. See how light this is getting? You see, because I was as gentle as can be, but as firm as necessary, and eventually it's nothing. It's nothing. Now it's important. I would sit up here with her, and now if she was genuinely frightened of something, then you got to let her move. They can't. I explained that to you earlier. But I would sit here, and just every time her ear, eye, and nose goes, just bring her back. Now eventually you'll only just do this with your hand and she'll be with you. She's got to know her attention is directed to where you want. That was an unrequested forward motion.
It's because there's somebody there.
Yeah. Do you understand what I'm saying about unrequested?
Yeah.
You've got to own. So do you understand what I'm saying about you get her attention?
Yeah.
You could sit on a chair here.
Yeah.
And as soon as that, look, now I haven't got a bump. Look, you see how I want her with me there. I want her not forward, you see there? Right, now the reason I'm doing this is, she is not allowed to come forward into my space. You need to continue this to save your bacon in there. Your space has got to be sacred. My horse will jump over me then knock into me.
Yeah.
This is the important bit. She's got to respect your space and not wipe you out. Does that make sense, Ange, what I'm saying?
Yes,
she
it
cannot
does.
come
yeah.
forward. You have a bobble here. She just thought, well, I'm going to come your way anyway. And I said, no, you're not. So now that's a nice little, right. See how she's with me? This is what you want. You want to be able to be with you. And if she goes over there with her thoughts, you get her attention on you. There.
Yeah.
Make sense to you? That's one thing you can do.
Okay.
You've got to change something.
Yeah.
All right, you've got to change some things, how you're doing things, and in 50% of other horses, what you're doing, you girls, is fine. But with her, it's not, because you don't know her history. She was 12 when you got her, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Wow, you know. So, okay, so I can own back up. Okay, can you just grab me the boinging stick there for me? Okay. Right. So now I'm going to use the boinging stick to back her off. She's got to know how to yield better than she is with you.
Yeah.
Okay, so you always start where you want to end up. So the 3 second rule even applies here. I'm going to go 1,000, 2,000, and then I'm going to bump this stick till she frees those feet off. And in a minute we're going to have a backing up with just a wiggle. All right. So I'm going to tell her, reward the slightest try. So now I'm going to wiggle, and then I'm going to tap until she backs those feet off. Right, get her attention, get her attention, get her attention. Tell her how good she is. Okay? And keep on doing. All right. You could get this great in there. I've just started this thing. All right. So tell her how good she is. Drop her head. There. Good girl. It's making sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So, unrequested what?
Yeah. Came forwards.
I haven't asked her to come forward into my space.
Yeah.
Get her attention. Tell her how good she is. Right? She's got to know she does not. My bubble is about where my binding stick is. Now the difference is, what I say to people, there's a difference. I can go into her space because I'm a leader. She can't come into my space unless invited. What's invitation? She'll separate that out. So I shut my eyes there. I've asked for that. There's a difference. Now, shake, tap. Now you could work on this and get her attention. Tell her how good she is. Now I'm getting to a place where I'm starting to move her feet. She's not moving mine. That's what leadership is. We move a horse's feet. They never move ours. We can go into their space. They never come into ours unless invited. It sounds so simple, but we're not taught it. Right? And so I'm quite happy with that. As I say, you can't do this enough. You can't drop her head enough. All right? You can't drop it enough. If she came forward now, she'd go back twice as far as she came forward. So I'm going to just stay with this now. Look, I'm rocking and there's a bit of pressure down and I'm thinking about this dropping. If she gives you vertical flexion or lateral flexion, that doesn't, we're not asking for that. So there's no release for that. She has to separate it out when we ask for the flexions. So a little bit of there, loose the mouth off, good. And I want to finish this exercise when I can shake this and back her up, which she's still not doing, but the stick is there as an
additional.
Yeah. So I'm going to ask her with the, right.
Yeah, she went, yeah.
So she went, so now I'm going to tell her how good she is. How good she is. Bring her forward, and then I'm going to raise my hands, and she stopped immediately for me. Now tell her how good she was. That was very good. As soon as I raised my hands, she locked up. Oh, I'm not supposed to come in there, am I? No. Now, be as kind as can be and as gentle as can be, but as firm as necessary. Horses love that about us. All right, look how quickly I'm getting there. Right, let's try this now. So I want you to be able to see these things so you practice them.
Yeah.
You've got to be an amazing leader.
Yeah.
Not always possible. Look, it took me 30 years and I'm still trying to get it right. But you can't beat. It'll get to the stage where after anything you ask, you can drop her down and she'll love that. And that's a different, that's nice.
Yeah.
All right? So that's one thing. Now, I've backed her up. I've got respect of, right, look, she's with me.
Yeah.
Eventually it won't hit the end of this. But I have, with some horses that wander constantly, and I reckon he would, I'll sit on a chair like a madman. I'm obsessed with it. And then I'd sit here until, unless there was something seriously, their brains were not allowed, they need flight. So if they're really frightened and breathing different, you'll let them move. When they're not at that stage, there's not a lot. For the times you have a connection with her, she should be with you. Because one thing is a saying that's so true. The ears goes, it'd be the ear first, the nose goes, and then the toes goes. And then you've lost her.
Right.
All right?
So she's got her ears back at the moment. She's not got them forward, so that doesn't matter.
Oh, at this stage you can't get everything.
Right, yes.
At the moment we're working on
She knows something's coming. But it's not a flat back aggressive.
No,
That's
not at all.
that's a tentative. Oh shit!
Yeah.
This is
it. What's
look.
going on?
I've just rocked her world.
Yeah.
Have you mentioned that she's a dressage horse?
No.
She's a
But she was.
dressage
When I
trained.
bought her,
She's
she
trained
was
for
a
dressage.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to keep this so simple for you. That's the couple of things to do prior load. Now I've got to work on feet forward because all I've done is
Yeah.
stop and back
Back her
up
up.
and yield and move your hindquarters. Now I've got to feet forward. So I've got a choice whether I use a flag or a buoyant stick. Now, I think with her, I've got the flag as a backup,
Okay.
but what I'm going to do is teach her that no amount of forcing her with a whip is going to do anything, right, with her. She's too big, and as soon as she knows that one. I think you've inherited a lot. You did well, and then you unfortunately let her down, which happens. We all tried it. I've concentrated on this thing while you know, like we're talking now and I'm doing nothing, right? Remember, you got the stick, you just tap it on this,
Okay.
if you need to.
Should I get one of these egg collars?
Yeah,
Because all I've got is that.
Have you got a big enough one here?
Could try.
Sure. Right, I've concentrated on getting her attention because she wasn't good at that. So I'm trying to get the hardest things for you,
Yeah.
a kind of understanding so you can pick up from it. So disengage, remember, well, you'll see it all on video about your space. No one requested forward, she's been brilliant. She's not coming forward now. So now I've got to have forward. Now my intentions will completely change now from being nonchalant, I'm going to now ask for forward. So I'm going to, right, you see how I got her attention?
Yeah.
Right, okay. Remember, she can see out of one eye. She can see what it is. So I'm allowing her to see, but you don't take your, very important. Okay, so now I'm going to change my perception. All I want is a foot forward. So I'm going to ask for nothing. So now what I'm going to do is ask her in a place that we shouldn't waste the cue. So where do we ask a horse to go forward?
By my heel.
By your heel,
Yeah.
absolutely. So we're going to use the cue for forward. So when we're on the trailer, we can use a cue for forward. If you go down the back end, she knows that one. Without a doubt, she knows that. She's lived that. So we change it. So look, so I'm going to tap here and cluck. Right, and then I'm gone. I'm absolutely gone out of her life. For going forward for me. Now remember, when I stop, I can lift my stick or my hands, ask her to back up. What's happened with her head? She's not sure she's going to live the next minute. So now I'm going to ask for her to drop her head. All right. Tell her how good she is. She's even looking in that trailer. She knows. Right. So you can practice this forward. All right. So you can come up and do quarter of an hour, 20 minutes sat on your chair and making sure you get no one requested forward. You'll have your tool. You've got to be smile about it, but you've got to be.
I know.
She doesn't need glitter and beauty between you. She wants leadership.
Yeah,
There,
you're right.
look. There, look. See that? She knows I know. She knows I noticed. And tell her how good she is. Now, eventually, when you go in to lower her head, she'll just lower it. This is minutes, really. She will lower it and say, I got you. And the threat goes. At the moment, it's something so new. So now, look. Cluck. I'm going to tap her. And now her breathing changes. That should not happen this bad with a 14-year-old horse. Her breathing went. These represent something to her. I don't want to use a flag at the moment with her because she could get too up and then
She
try and
used to
blast
be
out.
scared of plastic bags, didn't
Yeah.
she? Even if
Yeah.
you brought some carrot in a plastic bag.
And it's a shame because when these horses are young, my 12-month-olds, you can do anything with them because we've done things with them. Things are missed. So again, look, I'm going to change, ask, tap. There. Tell her how good she is. Her breathing. Did you hear her breathing? Did you hear it?
No.
Watch her. She might. Right.
Yeah. You saw her nostrils.
Am I going to live? You see how responsive she's getting towards me now? Right. Now, in the real world, I would have done that in that stable, come up here and got her attention, that's it for the day. The problem I have, usually I'm 300 or 400 miles, or next week I'm 3,000 miles away.
All right. So I can't phone you next
I
week.
can't, no. I can't, I have no luxury of time. So I have to go way beyond what I should, but I have to. That's the problem I have. A lot of people will come in, oh, you should have took your time. Well, you come and take your time, you're trying to save someone's bacon and you're there for a couple of days. So I have to go far beyond, but I try and stick to things that you will be able to.
Okay.
So she will be more up about it than if you'd have done it and I'd have done it, taking the time it takes.
Yes.
I'm going way beyond, but I have to. Right, so cluck. Now I didn't even have to touch her.
No.
So that took, stop, back up. Oh, look how this is coming. So forward, there. Now I would do this, if I was you, I'd do this 100 times till she doesn't breathe. You don't want to, you want to comfortable with your tapping a stick on her side to go forward.
Because she's comfortable when you're sat on there.
Yeah, so there, forward. She's still breathing, like I say. These are the things you can. Now I tuck for back. That was amazing. That was amazing. You see how she's lowering her head now? And loosening? You see that? And I'll just go here and look. A little bit more. The reason I carried on with that then, because I released for her going up. You probably didn't see it, but I knew it. Okay, so we'll see. So now I'm asking to go. And that was hardly nothing. All right, stop, back up. I tuck for back and cluck for forward. It's going to be hard for you. Why on earth would anyone cluck for back and forward? I've never understood it. Okay? A lot of people try to back their horses up and they're clucking and you can see they're trying to go forward. What are you asking? Different sound, but I found the tutting's the best one because it's still a repetitive, but they separate it out. Remember, their hearing's 20 times more powerful than us.
And cluck sounds similar to me, but yeah.
It's a similar but different.
But it is different, isn't it?
Yes, it's helped me so much. Now I don't know what this side will be like. Do you notice how very often I'm just quietly letting her sink in? I used to make the mistake of just keep going, and they don't never get any reward the slightest try. So this side, hey look, might be a lot less worried because she is worried about a stick just touching her sides the other side.
Yeah.
Might be less, might be more. I have no idea. So now I've gone, look, the change. I heard her breathe, but I don't know if it was as bad. Tell her how good she is. Right? Tell her how good she is. Go to lower her head and lower it. Now look, watch my arm again, because this is be the trailer. It'll be this at the trailer. Go in. So, and then it'll be this to reinforce. Okay, so there. Yeah. I would say she's a bit better this side. Stop, back up, because she was coming through my bubble.
Yeah.
You're seeing this, isn't it?
Yeah, I can see what you're saying. Exactly.
But I would be, in a normal world, I would be 1 week before I have to go anywhere near there, because I would have absolute control of forward, hinds, my bubble, relaxation, forward movement, everything would be there. But I'm on a visit, so we got to go more. Right? So I'm just explaining my problem in life.
Yeah.
Having to go too far. Right then, so tell her how good she is. She's got so many good points. We haven't got to the trailer yet.
No.
Right then, so look, the difference. My intent now is go forward. No breathing then.
No.
Brilliant. Right then, so what we'll do, we have to now give her 5 minutes to absorb this. We have to, and we come out, we recap very quickly, and then we're gonna try the trailer.
Yep.
Okay, so let's take her. Stop. Back up. Oh, lovely. Tell her how good she is. Now, what opportunity can I unrequested forward motion? I'm not looking at her so much, I'm looking at her feet. So I'm going to use this opportunity to use this for forward motion into the stable, which is the trailer.
Yeah.
So everything,
Yeah.
don't waste anything. So I've gone from nothing, forward,
tap there. There's my trailer. You would never waste that. It's opportunity. Okay. So we don't know. So let's. Can you possibly for me go to where the door is? Yeah.
So here we go, guys. I'm about to see what I've got at the trailer. Obviously, before she was very quiet around the trailer. She'd just look in there, and that's been going on for months and months and months and months and months. And remember, the last time she came out of a trailer, she blasted out. So that's on my mind, is more about not getting her to go in. It's how she is when she's in there. So I've done my groundwork. I've got her responsive now. She needed to be more responsive. You can forget pulling her in, really, because any pull now just means that she fights against it, and she knows she can with her weight. So that's why I've changed it to using my buoyant stick, more responsiveness, go forward, 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 and respect her space. So as much as time allows me, I think I'm ready to try and see what we've got. So you'll see this is unedited. This now you'll see the whole thing other than the slow motion bits, but it follows on so you don't miss anything. So see how we got on now.
Okay. Right. So. Forward. Forward. My space. Forward. That's it. So. There you go. Forward. Now what it is, it's the straw. But I'm changing something so we get over the problem with the straw. No, you're not eating that. Now, tell her how good she is. A little trick. Now, if she avoids, remember I did the hind end in there. If she forward, not through me, not through me. Forward, not through me. You see how I'm blocking me?
Now, if I hadn't have been working on my space, guaranteed £1,600 of horse would have just blasted through me there. But I knew the seriousness of her thoughts about going through me, and I make a mistake in a second. You'll see it, and I'll mention it where she does kind of move me. But yeah, that's why I'm trying to say to it, don't. My space is everything.
Get her back to where. Now she's on there. Ask her forward again. Tell her how good she is. Take her back end around. All trailer loading is feet forward and line up. Line up. Not that way. 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 So the longer this takes, the better. Now she can relax a minute. The only thing that didn't go particularly great for me is when she come through me. So she knows she kind of can.
Again, this is where she did it earlier. So I'll play it again, and you'll see that she goes for the gap. She doesn't send me flying, but I move my feet back and let her through.
So now we'll just let her. We might need a.
Poo pick if we can.
So it's important because she is absolutely that she calms down, a little bit like taking her into the stable. Now her attention went then, right? Her attention went. So I bumped her back there. Look, tell her how good she is. If she goes off, she doesn't want to be in it, so she's got to. So that doesn't do it for her. Go over here and then release. And then take her over. Tell her how good she is. Forward. Remember the forward? That forward's working very well, isn't it? So what we'll do now, while we do, right, we're going to take her off now.
Okay.
So we'll take her off, get that food done. Now while she's away from the trailer, I'm going to keep moving her in circles. So in case she relaxes by the trailer. Does that make sense? I'm just keeping on, disengaging her, and again, until she's sick of it. Until she's sick of it. Then she can come to the trailer, find her place again, and there, see how she thought in, reward the slightest try, reward the slightest try. Now that's exactly where I'd finish. Can't today, but that's exactly on day 2. There you go, that's where I would finish. Because the cues are, she's listening to the forward cue. Tell her how good she is. Alright, now one thing that I could say I didn't like, what wasn't good for me, can you see me this side, Tan? I don't understand, can't see what I'm doing.
What, I can?
Well, alright. So, I didn't like the fact she learnt she could do that with me. And it was the way it kind of turned out. So, here look, my arm, and then she thought it. Reward the slightest try. Reward the slightest try. You need to be ready just in case. And then reward the slightest try. Reward it.
So he's asked if I can see. I can see. What he's doing is just gently tapping on her side to let her in.
And then
There
reward
we
it.
are.
Now what I might do, I might just go in slightly for my safety, because she might come blast me out of here, do you know what I mean? So I might be here and then ask her, tell her how good she is. Good. See? Good. Tell her how good she is. Right?
Just a gentle tap with the boy instead.
She's thinking it. She's thinking it. Right there. Good. Good girl. Right? Good girl. Now 4 are on. So with 4 on, I'm going to let her know that's good now. So if she comes out, what do you think I might do? Yeah, she's the one that said I'm coming out. Well, that's fine. Can't stop them coming out. But you can put them to work. So where might eventually, look, her tail's going, she don't want to do this at 14 and a half. She don't want to be doing this. So I've gone one way, I've gone forward, I've lifted my stick, I've backed her up. Right, I'm going to go the other way, which is a bit more nervous on me the other side, which is kind of standard with horses. Now I'm going to back her up. So where can she come and rest?
In the trailer.
Yeah. Well, near the trailer. Yeah. Good girl. Good girl. 4 on this time. 4 on this time. 4 on this time. Good. 4. 4. 4. Now, line up. Remember, it's just lining up. Okay. Line up. Line up. There's your line. Straightness and feet forward is all this is.
is all it is. There you go. There you go. Yeah. Now the longer she's in here, just chilling where she is, the better. And tell her how good she is. Yes. How good she is. Now my voice and my frequency, I can talk to them because all she's done is be directed by my voice. You know what I mean? I'm fine.
Yeah.
But,
Not praising.
yeah. So we got, is that quite good?
Yeah, that's good.
You know, but can you understand why I'm relaxing here?
Yeah, definitely.
So now I'll take a bath. And what does she do?
A walk. There's a spin.
There's a little spin round. Okay. Right, let's take it. She's actually more nervous out here now than in there. So, go on then. You're going to go in? Not that way. Now it's important I line her up. See how my stick comes up? I look at her hind end. Right then. Touch it here. Right, let her find this lick now. That lick. That's nice for you, isn't it? That's nice for you, that lick. Let's find this for you. Look at that then, for you. Huh? Let her think about that. So I'm going to take her out gently here. There. 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 Right, now we have to put her away now.
Okay.
For about 10 minutes, alright? When you get stop her, beautiful. So now I'm going to go in your stable, and then we should be able to. Right. So you can practice. There's the trailer. There's the trailer. So you can play. Back up. But always remember to ask. She's going through really nice now.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, she needs to just think about. Does that make sense? You can play with this.
Yeah.
You need a long line for that. Right, let her just chill now, and then we'll resume. We're going to discuss this now.
No, it's very important to give breaks, to let it soak, soak time, and to like regulate themselves a little bit. Heartbeat goes down, but gives me a chance here. This is our only demo we're doing this year, Solihull Riding Club. It's a wonderful venue, 6th of September. I hope to see you there. I know Tanya said that we have got spaces left, but because it's a big place, but there's lots of people going to this already. So yeah, hope to see you there. Solihull, that's where I come from. Really looking forward to doing this one. We always do with the Solihull ones. So yeah, see you there, hopefully.
The box now, she might blow a little bit and go one way or the other. But you know, when I correct her for straightness, as I mentioned earlier, it's just straightness and feet forward. That's all loading is in any situation. Straightness. So you work on straightness. Because I've done a lot of disengaging, I'm even looking at her now, and I'm just lifting the stick and she's moving her hind over, and then you release when she's straight. You never try if they're not straight. That's where people go wrong.
Yeah.
They're trying all the time and they're avoiding.
Yeah.
So straightness and then feet forward. So
remember when you come, if you're going to load her, you come in. You come in. I've got my stick. Okay. Tell her how good she is. How good she is. No patting. Just a little bit of nice stroking. Put this on with quality. So put my fingers in her neck a little bit there, and then when it starts to come, you see? When it starts to come around, it's a little bit. This is a little bit small, really. Right. So. So put my hip in here, and then take it off when she gives. That under the chin, and this all helps with the riding. Everything I do is with a riding thought. Right, so here I would open. Right, I'm gonna remember wiggle this. Oh wow, your horse. So I've done that. Remember, maybe one time. Lift, because we lift like this for hindquarters.
Okay.
Eventually it's just this, but we lift. So I'm going to lift and cluck and walk towards the hindquarters. 1, 2, 3. Alright. Stop. Touch her back. And then ask for forward, out. She's already not rushing out on me. Stop. Stop. She thinks there she's got to go in. So she's anticipating. Tell her how good she is. I didn't lower her head, but you could do that.
Oh, going up that one.
So, let's go. So I'm coming to her left, lift, drop. Right, so get her attention, and then you there?
Yep.
Tell her how good she is. Touch. And then see if she finds it. See if she finds it. Yes. She found it. That's a lot easier than I thought. Better have a little bit of that. Hey, girl. And I'll take her out, right? So what I'm going to do, look at her feet.
Okay.
Take her nice and slow. Nice and slow. Nice and slow. Lovely. You there, ready? Yeah. Right. So now, drop the stick when she goes forward. And then me. You see how she backed off me then? That was brilliant. And then ask her to come forward. There you go. Good girl. Good girl. I'm going to do this probably another twice. And then it's you, girl. Hey? That's brilliant. Right. So I'm going to look at her feet and just gently come back. Alright. Send her round. And send her round. And send her round.
Oh my god.
Okay. Let her have a little bit of stuff. There. Very good she is. I'm going to do one last time.
Okay.
Okay. Good. You got to get this good before you attempt to come to mine, alright? I think there's hope. I think there's hope. I feel that way, do you?
Yeah. Oh God, yeah.
Alright, so again, I'm going to tut. Look at her feet. I'm tutting. I'm tutting.
Her head's not as high either.
No. Well, I'm not going to work on lowering her head yet in the trailer.
But it isn't.
That's
She's
something.
naturally not.
Right, take her off me then. You're going to be on her left side, isn't it? Which side? Yeah. Go on, take her around there. Just give her a little rub. Off you go.
Left side.
I'm going to be this side. You've got to hold the stick, I think.
That's right side. That wasn't very good.
Yeah. Do you want? So I'll pass you the stick. Smile. Don't talk to her too much. Go around and in you go. She might be a little bit different with you, but. And I've got this if you need. Right, off you go then.
Okay.
Have it long, a little bit long line, and believe it. Believe it. Well done, you. Better have that. Now this is, if you need to get out of here, that's alright, alright?
Okay.
If you need to get out. Stay in there as long as you can. Just keep rubbing her like it's nothing. Don't talk to her too much. She's so relaxed. So when you're ready, look at her feet and gradually come out with her and release for each foot. Gradually. Think slow. It's because you held her.
Yeah.
You held her. You held her here.
Oh,
You
sorry,
can't
girl.
hold her. Loose rein.
Right.
Now that's easy to make that mistake. And remember, Angie's like quite her heart beats up at the moment. So anyway, she took a bit of a hold. But what I've been trying to explain all the way through this really is that pulling her in now is not an option. Any pressure she feels going forward with the head collar and lead rope represents a fight to her, and she knows she can pull against it. So it's trying to get rid of that feeling of pulling her forward, which that kind of holding her back, then backing her out is the same thing. It's the same feel. So she kind of resists it and panics a little bit. So that, but it's easily done, and it's hard to let go, really, to let go of the lead rope and remember all the accident and the snapped on and everything. There's a lot gone on, really, for Ange.
Take her around again.
Yes, definitely. Right, come on, my girl.
Can't hold her. Those holding days are over with.
We're on the wrong side.
Nice and loose. Alright.
Good.
Okay, in you go then.
Right, oh, look.
Just look at the trailer yourself. Where you go. You might need it. That's a good sign. Let her just rub on her. You've got to have a completely loose rein
Yeah.
and breathe in and out like it's nothing. Remember that one.
Yeah, she had it.
If there's any pressure in the pole, it's a panic, you see. And that comes from all the pressure halters, all that bullshit. Really. It's all bullshit.
Right, we're out. We're coming
Yeah, so just look at her feet with a completely loose rein and just release her every step. Think down, no pressure. Think down. Just send yourself to sleep.
Go out.
Remember that one. Now put her away. Put her away. That was so wonderful.
Well done.
Really well done. Really well done.
There you go.
Try and send her in with a long line into the stable.
Run in.
Wow, what a 3 hours that was, guys. We had to leave it there. Everyone had done enough, right? There's only so much people and a horse can take intensely like that and keep learning and keep positive. And we were all pretty much ready, me included and Tanya, So we left it there. Now we sat down, had a good chat again. And my suggestion, and obviously whatever I suggest, people have to take the bits that make sense to them and just do the things that they want to separate out. What I suggest, not everything's right, what I suggest for them. But my suggestion was to carry on with the groundwork. Don't rush anything. Get good at the groundwork, good at the leadership, good at respect of space. All that stuff I covered, but quietly and taking your time more with it than I had to, because I'm always stuck for time. And then, unfortunately, I call it D-Day. There's got to then be a change, as in you shut the trailer up, and I've suggested, because we're not that far, that Ange brings a horse to me, and then we allow her to settle before we take her out, so that kicking off doesn't get her out. It's by settling, and that might take a while. Get her out, settle her down, reload her with me being there, and then take her back. And that's the only way, really, any of us are going to know how things are really. But it was a very positive day, and we ended up, in a good place for horse and owner, in my opinion. So yeah, I'll obviously do an update after D-Day, as we call it, and I think a lot of people will want to know how that went. So that's the end of the video now, guys. I'm back. Tanya's just come in and said she forgot to tell me that yesterday she received a little video of how things are going, just a little video of Ange and her horse in the trailer, relaxed, having a little bit of feed, I think, in there, and then bringing her out, which was my little worry. So I'll just quickly show you that little clip now. And
Ready, let's go.
oh, I loved seeing that then, how calm everything was. So yeah, I'm feeling quite positive about this now. And if it's a nice slow journey back to me when D-Day comes, yeah, I mean, you can never say never, but I got a good feeling about it. If you can, this is getting quite standard now for me to say that, as I get told off by Tanya. Yeah, if you can like, share, if you got something out of the video and learned something, and check out our, Facebook and YouTube subscription sites. They're really well received. People love those. So that's it, guys. Happy trails as usual, and the next video hopefully be one of the ones in Spain, and it'll be beautiful weather, hopefully, not like I'm looking out the window here. It's absolutely teeming down. We've got a rare storm in August. Yeah, about that's quite rare. But yeah, it's absolutely pelting down. So yeah, again, guys, happy trails. See you on the next one.